Come in.
Hi, how are you today?
Hey, Carlos. Thanks for coming in. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your job performance. When we brought you in, you were doing a really great job, and we saw a lot of progress. We were working one-on-one, and I noticed that you were really passionate, interested in the project. But as of late, I have to be kind of honest with you. I've noticed that you've been tailing off a bit. Your deliverables are coming in a bit late. Your work is a bit sloppier than it usually is. You used to really deliver some great work to us. Really, it seemed like you had a lot of passion, a lot of interest in the project. But as of recent, I'm noticing, and the team is noticing, and we kind of discussed this, and it's the reason why I called you in. We're noticing that you are slipping a little bit, and I want to give you the benefit of the doubt because you've been here for a little while and really believe in you and really believe in your position and your growth in this company. And I kind of wanted to figure out what is going on and where you think you might be able to improve to work on this a little bit. So why don't you, first of all, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, have you noticed recently or a decline in your work, or am I?
I haven't really noticed it as much as I guess it's probably been happening. I haven't really been evaluating my own work, so if you've seen it drop off, then
Well,
I guess that's the only explanation.
I know self-evaluation can be hard at times, but
Yeah.
I think you would agree that your work was really good in the beginning. You were on time with everything, and one thing that you can easily evaluate yourself on is the fact that you just haven't been turning in things on time. And that's
Yeah.
really important for us. In any big company, we need to have things on time. We need to run like a well-oiled machine. So I don't know, like, what do you think is going on? Are you just not interested in the project anymore? Like, is it? I don't really know what this lack of motivation is stemming from.
Well, I've been here for a little bit, and just over the past couple of weeks, I just don't feel like this is the career path I want to go down anymore. Like, maybe I want to try something else. I just don't think this is for me anymore.
That's it's interesting to me, because we've talked a decent bit, and that comes as kind of a surprise to me. We talked just at the Christmas party a couple months ago, and you had mentioned to me how much you enjoyed being here, and how this is somewhere where you really felt like you were growing and learning. So I don't know. Do you really think that that's the reason? Are you really not motivated? Do you want to, like, would you want to do some other line of work? Like,
I don't know. I don't think I want to do anything else. And this has been kind of what I wanted to do for a really long time. So, like you said at the Christmas party, I really felt like everything was going great. I felt like this was the career path I wanted to go down. But just here recently on this specific project, I haven't felt that this is what I want to go down.
I've mentored a lot of people. I've managed a lot of people over my years, and I'll be honest. It seems to me like your desire and your kind of recent revelation that you don't want to be here is really stemming from something else.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes we get frustrated and we kind of just want to throw our cards in, but like it doesn't seem like that is the real reason. And I feel like I've known you pretty well for the past couple of years. So what is it really? Let's just be frank. Like, I don't think that it's you not wanting to be here. We've talked about your path into upper management, and you really seem like a good candidate, and I believe that you could still be a good candidate if you continue working hard. But I think that I know you well enough to say that that's not really what it is. So what do you think it really is? Because you're not convincing me right now.
Well, to be quite honest, I don't think that I've had the right direction on this specific project. It has been dropping. I've noticed my deadlines get later and later because I just don't want to anymore. and that's just because I don't feel driven or mentored or like pushed in the right direction.
Okay, so it's sounding like you are just not getting that sense of support and mentorship
Yeah.
that you're looking for. So do you think that's probably more what it is then in that case? Is that what it's stemming from? Just a lack of mentorship, a lack of support?
Yeah.
So what then in that case, what would be an ideal situation for you? What would you like to see? Because we obviously want to keep you on here,
Mhm.
and I believe personally in your potential. So what is it that you think that you would need to, and that you would like to kind of get back to your old working ways?
Well, I feel like we go a little too long between check-ins. So, mm, around like a week or so between check-ins, I'd just like a little bit more meeting time with you, because if we go too long, then I start to feel lost and I start to feel like a little empty on the project. So I'd like constant, a few more check-ins, not constant because that would be too much, but just a little bit more so that I know that I'm heading in the right direction.
Okay, well, I'm actually really glad that you brought this up to me, because one of the things that I always like to do is to kind of cater my mentorship style to the people that I'm working with, and some of the other people in our team, they kind of like a more hands-off approach, and so I've kind of been applying that to everyone on the team. But I think that that's a good point, and I'm happy that you're saying that. So why don't we do something? Why don't we schedule bi-weekly meetings? And maybe I'll send you an email and we can figure out what time works for both of us. But maybe we can do an hour meeting every 2 weeks, and we can talk about your progress. We can talk about the things that you want to improve. We can talk about how you are doing in terms of in terms of your deliverables, or any struggles that you have. And that way, do you think that that would be something that is a good would be a good support for you? Like, do you feel like that would kind of make up for that lack of motivation and the lack of mentoring that you're getting?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
All right, well, I'm glad that we can have this conversation. I think that what we'll do is we'll set up those meetings and we can really kind of hammer down all of the issues that you're having. And I believe in you, and I feel like in the upcoming weeks that things will go better. And if you just kind of give me a little bit more, and you kind of work a little bit harder on your deadlines and pushing those things out, and I'll do my part by supporting you and giving you the feedback that you need. I feel like we'll be in a great situation. So thanks for your time, and I feel like this was a productive meeting.
Thanks. Thank you.